Well, it's noontime here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I want to welcome all of you who are on this particular webinar. We're going to be talking today about sales and marketing and how to generate leads coming to you that are quality leads that have been filtered. So they really want to talk to you about your opportunity. But before I start there, I wanted to share some early stories of my life when I first got going. You know, I got a degree in accounting of all things. I was very good at balancing the trial balance. The trial balance and doing the general ledger. Believe it or not, I used to do that, reconcile all the payables and receivables accounts. That's how I got started. Well, I remember one of my first jobs was in San Francisco when I was working for a clothing company called Coretta, California, on Mission Street. Well, I was sitting there as the accounting manager, and I'm looking at this guy's sales report. Now, this guy has a sales report, and I'm going through it line item by line item. I was asked to do that, and if there was any significant expenditures, to point that out to the company. Well, the first line item was a party that this guy had that included the hotel room, included all the booze, and everything was charged to the hotel. It was like $2,000. Now, he was in Paris at the time, Paris, France. And I looked at that and I go, my gosh, that's a lot of money for a party. And then I go to the next line item and I see he has his laundry done. And I'm wondering, oh my God, this guy's just blowing our money right out the window here. I go down the line a little more and he goes to tickets to an upscale theater costing hundreds of dollars. I mean, remember, this was way back in the 70s, but early 70s when I first got going. So I go to the controller's office and I said, hey, Joe, look at this. This is crazy. This guy is spending all of this money, and my gosh, I mean, and we're paying him this kind of salary and commissions on top of that? And Joe goes, let me see that. So the controller looks at that, and he gets puzzled and says, yeah, this is a little outlandish. This is a little wild. So meantime, we get an appointment with the president, and here comes Joe and myself. Joe was the controller. I was the accounting manager. We go walking into the president's office like we caught the thief, you know. And the president looks at that, and he goes, looks at Joe, both Joe and me, and he says, do you know that our sales are up 30% this month? And I go, no, yeah, we knew it. We're the accounting guys, right? And he goes, are you happy with the income that you make, the salary that we pay you? And Joe and I look at each other and said, very happy. And he goes, well, if it wasn't for this guy, you wouldn't be making that kind of money. Let us go at that. And let that be a lesson to you, son. So I kind of left that office with my tail between my legs, but two thoughts hit me very hard. The first thought was, my God, they treat their salespeople like God. You know, it's like crazy. I mean, they put them on a big red carpet here. I like that. And then I thought, my gosh, these young guys are making all this money. They're driving big homes. I mean, they're driving big cars and living in big homes. And I thought, I like that. And I thought, maybe I'm in the wrong profession. So sales could be really a high-paying job. And they have fun too, you know. So I started seeing a whole different perspective of how important sales is. So I wanted to learn those skills. Now, when I finished up my career in the corporate world, I went into real estate and mortgages. But what got me to the top of being a top realtor and a mortgage guy was my skills in sales. You see, I learned those skills. Most people don't take the time to learn them. I remember I was one of the top listing agents in my office. Now, I'm going to give you just a little bit of example of that before we get into this. And I'm going to tell you today the teaching I'm going to teach you is probably the greatest teaching I've ever put on any 1 hour in my life. So I'm a little nervous about it, and to be honest with you, because it's so important that you really get what I'm going to share with you today. So I learned these skills, and I learned these scripts, and I mastered them. And one of the scripts went like this. I would go to my listing appointments and I'd look at my potential clients in the eyes and I go, you know, 90% of the buyers are in the hands of realtors. And they go, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I said, has anybody ever presented to you or talked to you about a marketing plan that would actually contact those buyers or those realtors? Has anybody ever talked about marketing to those realtors if 90% of the buyers are with those realtors? And they go, well, no. Well, Mr. Seller, in order to sell your home once, we need to sell it twice. Don't you agree we need to sell it to the realtors? He goes, well, yeah. And all I did, folks, is slide that listing agreement right over, and then I put my pen on top of it, never said another word. Now, let me tell you something. I never missed a listing. I was famous for it. You think it matters if we put time into mastering the type of things that Robert and Bill and I are going to teach you about sales and to memorize those scripts? Absolutely. You know, I shared this in the beginning, and I wrote a thing about, you know, how I got very good at marketing, and I learned how powerful words are and how they can move people to do things. And so I studied words and the psychology behind those words. I'll never forget, I was down to my last $15,000 in the bank. I was having a rough year, and I just said, you know what, I got sick and tired of worrying about where the next, escrow was going to close on my loans, and I had to support a company, and I just said, hey, I'm going to do this right at Valentine's. I took this postcard and I kind of sketched it out, a great big heart with an arrow through it, and I said, and I wrote beside that heart with the arrow, I said, you know, I love bad credit. And that's all I said. You know, everybody laughed at me. They thought that that postcard wouldn't bring any business whatsoever, and the postcards we had been sending out weren't getting any responses. But I sent that postcard out to 100,000 people. I did a little marketing research and found out where the people are with, you know, questionable credit. Okay, so all marketing requires a little bit of research, and we'll get into that too. And so as I sent that out, the phone rang out off the hook. 3 days after it was delivered, rang off the hook every 8 seconds for 3 weeks straight. We grossed over $300,000 on that one card in 6 weeks. That was amazing. And I went for that $15,000 I invested in that. What a return on my investment. But I learned the power of experiencing that firsthand. So I'm very careful when I write my sales messages that I'm writing you messages that are have emotional hooks in them that reach out to people and say a lot. In a headline, you say a lot with very little. So I learned the power of these type of marketing messages and headlines, and I'm going to show them to you. All right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about real quick before I take you, and run you through some documentation here is I've been a sales trainer and a marketing guy almost all my life. After that accounting experience, that sales guy, I didn't want to do anything else, okay? And I found out something that was very, 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 very powerful. I found out if I had a marketing plan and I implemented that marketing plan, it always wasn't perfect. Sometimes I had to tweak it and change it and adjust it. But I found out this very quickly. I called it my water faucet. You see, if I had that marketing plan going consistently every month, just like clockwork, and I learned to put it on autopilot, I would have a continuous flow of leads and a continuous flow of business and a continuous flow of money. And I can go on vacations and I can do things without worrying. I got so good at marketing and sales that I raced a yacht that cost me as much on that program as most people make in a year. I was racing at a level just under the America's Cup. So let me tell you that marketing is very, very powerful. Yet all the years I've been teaching sales and training, and I'm talking from my heart, I have found that people don't have a marketing plan. And I'm thinking, what are you thinking about? That is just a yo-yo income. That's a roller coaster income, up and down, up and down. Then the ones that have a marketing plan are consistent with their marketing. They'd get ahead with a few escrows. This was very prevalent in the real estate industry. And my gosh, off to the golf course they go. Off to the vacations they take. Without a consistent, leveraged, autopilot type marketing plan. And it just hurt their incomes. And sometimes when they hit bad markets, they'd end up selling their homes because of it. And then I had people that just had junk marketing plans. They really didn't have a good, efficient marketing plan because they never knew how to do testing in the market and how to do kind of like what their demographics and social graphics are and compare themselves with what the competitors are. They never studied any type of marketing whatsoever. So with that being said, my message to you today is this. Develop a marketing plan that's going to give you a continuous flow of leads. One of my dear friends and one of my mentors that helped me a lot in this business was a friend of mine named Randy Schrader. He said this to me. He says, Gary, you got to have a continuous flow of applications moving through your business. And a lot of people didn't get that. But my God, this guy was just brilliant. He was right on. He knew his stuff. It's true. you've got to have a continuous flow of leads coming at you. So let me show you what mine looks like. And then I want to help you to develop a continuous flow of leads that you're constantly reviewing and qualifying and filtering, so you never are without a source of income. It's just flowing to you all the time. And then as you do this overflow and this spill, we're going to teach you how to leverage that and hire personal assistants. Now, one of my new people that I just hired as a partner and personal assistant is on the teaching today, and she's actually, I'm teaching her to go through all of this. I want to welcome her aboard. You're going to hear a lot about her. Joan Kirby, very excited with her and having her on board with me, okay? So let's go ahead and look at this right now, and let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's go over here. I'm going to show it to you right here. Okay, now I'm going to get you to see the big picture here in a minute. Now I want to show you something. You see, I have a marketing plan that gets me to connect with LinkedIn every single day. And I have a plan specific to what that plan is for me. Now your plan is going to be I'm going to help you develop that plan for you and set your goals and your activities. You may not be at the level I'm at with the experience that I have, and I understand that. And so we want you to know that just have a plan. It's going to be a lot better than not having a plan. So if it's if the plan is not at this level, please don't worry about that. We're going to help the person with the least amount of knowledge and experience develop these plans. That's what our mentorship program is all about. I mean, for $99, you guys are going to learn from people that build multi-million-dollar companies. Who doesn't want to learn from people like that? But I want you to see something here. So every day I've created what I call a smart folder in my address book where all of those contacts come in every day. And if I didn't open it, you can see right there it says 4. So these are my contacts that I use in LinkedIn. I'm very heavy on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn and I teach it. And I've got some video trainings out there that'll teach you LinkedIn. Now let's go to another one. This one right here you don't know about, but this is what I call a classified ad program where I actually run ads, pay-per-clicks. The reason I don't teach that often because it requires a certain amount of money to do it. But pay-per-clicks is something that I run on a global basis. So it goes out to a lot of countries. And I'm going to develop this campaign, and I've hired somebody to handle it. So as you can see here, there's a continuous flow of leads coming in. I mean, I only can screen snap just a few of them. If I can scroll this for you, you can see there's just tons of them. All right, so there again, I've got a funnel coming in from LinkedIn. I got a funnel coming in from what I call a classified ad campaign program that I'm doing. Now, let's go down here a little further. Now, this one is my Craigslist. See? And I've got other campaigns here. I just point out my first 3. I also drive people to my website and build a listing and a following. And if you look over in the left here, you can see it's called AWeber Notifications. So really, I've got 4 funnels that I do every single day, right? And I'm improving them, and I'm implementing them, and I'm working on them so they get better, better, and better. So I'm going to tell you to do the same thing. So having a sales funnel of continuous flow of leads where people are going to respond to you, and the name of this it's called direct response marketing. In other words, we've written the ad in such a way it brings value to people that they want to know more about our opportunity and what we have to offer. That's all it's about. How to write the right ads with the right words, just like I shared with you about the big heart with the arrow through it. Okay? Now, here's your flow that I am talking to you about. Very important that you understand when somebody calls in, you need to be in control of that conversation. If somebody says, well, tell me about your company. What's this all about? I said, excuse me. Let us say, I want to save you time, and I want to save time. Do you agree with that? Yeah, that's why I'm asking it. Because I don't want somebody trying to control me when I have the job or the opportunity. See, my mindset is that I've got it. We have an opportunity here. Folks, listen to what I'm telling you. Most of the stuff out there is hype. I'll be honest with you, it is. It's hype, it's just fluff, and it's a lot of hot air. Man, we're the real deal. If you didn't see that after I showed you those 3 funnels, you've got to be blind, deaf, or dumb. I'm sorry. We're the real deal here. We're going to help you get free financially. We're going to show you how to create some marketing and some sales techniques that are going to blow you away. And we're going to do it at your pace so we don't fire hose you or overwhelm you. So understand, there's not one of you that are looking at this webinar today cannot be free financially very, very quick. In fact, Bill and I, Bill's the owner and the architect behind this, along with Robert Hollis, but Bill and I are talking about putting together a 21-day fast start for those guys that are hot on cells to get them to be free financially in 30 to 60 days. So we're working on your behalf to get you there as fast as you can handle it, okay? All right, so sales funnel for ads. Your goal is to lead them to a personal interview and to find out, and this is what you got to get in your heart, what are they looking for? It's about them, not you. What do they really want? And I give you 3 questions to ask people in your dialogue. You know, most people call in, nice people like you got to get this dialogue in your heart to make extra money. That's very important that you bring out those words. That's the heart with the arrow in it. Most of the people that call in on these ads are looking to make extra money. Now, if you mess with that and change that, you're not experienced enough to have the experience that Bill and I have. Don't fool with it. Just use our words. When you get to our level and you can send out a postcard and make $300,000, then go change it, okay? I don't mean to be smart, but just please, I get a lot of people think they know more than we do about marketing, and I built multi-million-dollar companies, and so has Bill. Don't do it. Just follow what we're doing. And then as you get better at it, then you can kind of change it a little bit, okay? The second thing is they want to change in their life. Now, I do a lot of interviews and a lot of surveys, so that's the second reason people call in. They're tired of their careers, they got a tyrant boss, they got like extenuating long hours, they got a lot of stress in their life. You know, it's just, it's tough on people. They're not waking up every morning and say, hey, I love my life, thank you, God, and I'm going to work on a beautiful job. That's not what's happening out there. And it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher on people. Folks, I'm going to tell you this right now. The home-based business market, there's 30 million people in the United States. The projections are that's going to increase 3 times very quickly. Because you think we had a tough time in 2007 and 2008? The projections are we're going to go down even worse than that. And it's going to start in 2015. So if you think you got a security and a job out there, you better think again. If you think you got security and some investments, you better think again. So if you're not having plan B, you're not thinking clear in this economy. There's a whole shift now going away from the corporate world that just wants consulting. They hire consultants on a job, on a project. Why? Because they don't want to pay all the benefits anymore. They don't want to pay the retirement anymore. Let's get real here. And there's a big shift into home-based entrepreneurialism. You get that, and this right, and for where we're at in this school to teach people this, getting out in front of this shift in our economy, and this trend is an incredible opportunity. Oh my God, I saw it instantly. So people want to change in their life. They just do. They want to be free financially, or they want to secure their financial future. Those are people that want a better lifestyle. So there's 3 reasons, and I ask them this question: which is it for you? Because by asking a question, that puts you in control and me in control of the interview. And people start talking to me about it. Well, I want this one or that one. A lot of times people apply for an application for our job or our opportunity, and they don't even know what they want. It's just true. They just don't. So this kind of helps them to think about that, okay? What do you really want? That's a very important thing to get into your heart. What do you really want? And memorize those 3 questions. Make extra money, change in life, or a better lifestyle, okay? The initial contact, the only thing that you need to know is your job is to find out what they really want. Second thing is to put them through an interview process. What kind of social media experience, sales, or marketing experiences do you have? Because we're basically a social media marketing company. What we do is train people to make money online. It's not complicated. It's that simple. So we got to find out where they are so we can help them get to where they want to go. Our job is to help them, not to sell them. We're a solutions provider. We want to help them, even in their business, to move their business forward. One of my favorite things is, how can I help you move your business forward? What can I do to help you? I'm an expert at marketing and sales. I'm an expert at social media marketing. How can I help you move your business forward to create a better life for you and your family? I talk to people like that. Secondly, I want them to look at possibly filling out a survey, because I want them to think about it here. Now, I don't think I can get this, but if you click on it, okay, and I've given you guys, I'll give you the share on this in a minute. But if you click on that, it opens up a beautiful survey form, and I'll go in there and I'll open it up for you and show you what it looks like. I can't get it from here. Also, we want to After the survey, they fill that out. We sent that form out in a nice email. Then we want to book them into one of our training sessions. We run 3 of them. We run one on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Bill's going to be doing them with me now. That's exciting. I think we're tag teaming up there, and so you get the the stories, and then you get the nuts and bolts. Oh my gosh, it's going to be powerful. Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. and then Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Okay, and these trainings are all recorded for you too. So now we got these sales trainings. Now after they go through the training, you got to follow up with them, and they need to make a decision. That's your flow right here. Is it a job or is it a career? Your job is to interview these people, take a survey, book them in a training, and help them make a decision. That's it. Don't do anything more or less. Okay? Don't talk. Just walk them through the process. Job versus career. Well, on a job, it's straight commission. Career, it's residual income. I call it a job versus a career. Okay? 1099, W-9, same on both sides. Training and sales, same on both sides. Lead generation, we're going to train them on both sides. We want them to generate leads. So if somebody comes in and they say, look, I don't have the money for $99. I want to be mentored by you, but I'm dead broke. That's great. Let's put the action before money. Let's not prevent anybody. Let's say, look, I'll tell you what, I'm going to teach you how to do some marketing, and I'm going to teach you how to generate leads. And you know, if you do this right, you'll have enough leads to even share with people. So let's get them going. Don't worry about that. Take the first 2 pros that they book in here and then upgrade and help them to upgrade. You know, they'll know if they're for real or not. They'll be showing up and doing the trainings. I always tell people, look, I want you to go to the school, and I'll go in that a little more in detail, and I want you to watch the first 17 videos because I want to know if they're for real or not. If they're for real, they're going to get in there and learn. Those videos are phenomenal. Training. Okay? Both get lead generation. Both get training on social media. Why not? I want the guys over here to make money too. Now, but here's the difference. I'm not going to spend time teaching somebody marketing like I'm teaching you guys today. I'm not going to spend time teaching somebody how to create a compelling profile, or to write their stories, or to create their sales message scripts. I'm not going to do it. That's a lot of time. And that's not the good use of my time for somebody that's just on a job. I just want them to generate leads or give them leads and have them do an interview process and turn the good ones over to me. They're my filtering system. Okay? At that point, when they upgrade, whoa, look out. Now we're going to get them there. Okay? So there's no mentorship. Over here, there's a millionaire mentor. Okay? There's 3 of us. They're going to help you guys to get to where they want to go and be successful. Non-affiliate. Over here, you got an affiliate. Well, what does that mean? Not only over here, you only make $50 on every $99 person that you sell into our training. Over here, my gosh, you got a bonus. We have what I call a leadership bonus. There's other terms for it, but it's an affiliate bonus. Well, what does that mean? Well, not only do you get to $50 and it's residual, that means you get it every month that the customer pays us, but you also get a super hot bonus. Every time you bring 3 pros in, the 4th guy, that comes in, we're going to pay you 100% of whatever they make. And after 7, we're going to pay you 2 at 100%. So if they make $5,000 and you got 2 of them making $5,000, you got a check for $10,000. So guys, that bonus program is hot, 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 hot. If you get 3 out of 10, we'll give you the top 3 income earners. They all make $5,000 a month, and we're going to teach them how to do that. Guess what? And you brought them in, you're going to get $15,000. So can you make $10,000, $15,000 in 30 days on this? Yeah, you absolutely can. Okay, but you got to have a marketing plan that's really there, and you got to stick to it, and you got to have the skills and everything to go with it. So there's a learning curve. Some of you guys that have been in sales can get this and pick it up very quick. Some people it's going to take a little longer. So please understand, everybody's going to win. It's just a matter when. Okay? So everybody's going to win. It's just a matter when. I like that. All right. So now you transactional income. You got to wipe the board clean. Go out there and do it again. And it's okay if that's what you want, a job. And we need you on jobs. Residual income is that you get it every month. One here, you're limited by your efforts because it's transactional. Here, it's unlimited income because you're developing a team underneath you, and you're teaching other people to become mentors as we mentor you. That's the beautiful thing about our program. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into. Before I get into this thing here, I'm going to bring up one more, if you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring up the, I want to show you this under our docs drive. I want to show you what our survey looks like, and here's what it looks like. I just want to bring that up real quick. Well, it's not all pretty for you. View live form. Okay, maybe this will come up for you. Okay, here it is. I hope you can see this, but this is so powerful. You know, I want to make, and they click this and they tell you they're like 500 extra a month, 1,000 to 3,000, 5 to 10, 20,000 a month. They want to crush it at $10,000 a week. Well, you know, I get a lot of people telling me they want to crush it, but I got to tell you, the people that I like are the ones that tell me they want to make 1,000 to 2,000, 10,000 because they're the real world people. And usually those people, believe it or not, are the ones that get up here to make the 10,000. I've been doing this for a long time. Then they fill out, why do they really want to make that money? Why do they want something different? What do they want something better? And then we ask them to fill this out to see if they're serious, if they want a call from the coach here. Well, and the coach in your case, it's going to be you as their mentor and their representative. So just keep that in mind, and we can gear these things for you. They're all available. We can set them up for you, and you're going to get notified when your people fill these out. So this is the filtering process that you're dealing with qualified leads that want to talk to you about the opportunity that we're offering to them. How cool is that, okay? So I just want to show you that. All right, you need to memorize this. Hi, my name is Gary Messeri. You applied for our Craigslist ad looking for social media sales reps. Okay, do you have some time for a short 5 to 10 minute phone interview right now? You got to memorize that. If you have to read that, folks, you're missing the point. Remember when I came into real estate and I said, hey, in order to sell your home once, we have to sell it twice? It just rolled out. I looked them right in the eyes. I was excited about that. If you got to read it, then you lose your intensity. You lose your excitement. Folks, you just kind of like annihilated it. I mean, you just blew it. Get it into your heart. Hey, my name's Gary Messeri. You just applied for a Craigslist ad looking to be a social media sales rep for us. That's great. Hey, do you have 5, 10 minutes right now that we can do a phone interview? See the excitement and the energy? Hey, a lot of nice people like yourself are applying for the job, are telling us that they want to make extra money working from home. Okay? See, now I put that in there. A lot of nice people such as yourself. Why is that important? Because if you get any cranky people or suspicious people, it kind of makes, they all want to be nice. So they just puts them right in their place. See, those words are powerful. So they're not just words I'm giving to you. They're words I've used. They're tried and proven. Don't change it. Hey, a lot of nice people, such as yourself, who are applying for our job are telling us that they want to make extra money working from home. Now, I use the herd mentality here. It's called the law of scarcity. Now, why is that important? I just teach you some little marketing principles here. The law of scarcity says this. You ever go to a restaurant and you find out and you look in the window, there's only a few tables. They got 50 tables in the restaurant and only 2 of them are really there at 7 o'clock on Friday night. How do you feel about that? Do you really, are you looking at each other, you and your husband or wife or date, or saying, you know, should we really go in? This doesn't look too good to me. I promise you, most people are going to walk away. But if you went to that restaurant and it was packed and there were people waiting, are you going to go to the next restaurant? Only if you're in a hurry. Because you know the food's good. You're going to hang around for the extra 15, 20 minutes, I promise you. It's the principle of scarcity. All right, you got that? So, hey, it's like the herd mentality. All right, so just keep that in mind. There's reasons why we write it the way we do. So others are telling us they want to make a career change or find something new. While some are telling us that they want a better lifestyle. What is it for you? Just get it memorized, please. And they're going to tell you, well, this is what I want. And because you end with a question, you're in control of the conversation. Folks, you can control every conversation with closed end or open end by simply asking questions. If I came to you and I started a conversation with you, I said, hey, tell me what you do for fun. Well, I like to. And then you say, that's wonderful. You control the conversation by the question. What do you do for fun? Hey, do you like to travel? Yeah, I do. Where do you like to travel to? Well, I like to go to France. Why France? You see, you control the conversation by the questions you ask. It's just that simple, you see. So the company Success Admins, we're a social media marketing company. We teach people how to make money online using social media. My gosh, folks, it's that simple. Don't complicate this. Some people are just looking for a job while others are looking for a career. What are you looking for? And just pause at that point. Let them answer you. Well, what do you mean by career? See, what you just did, what we did there, is we provoked interest. I promise you, if you teach this any other way, you're going to hear from me. I'm serious. I have years of experience of doing this. These scripts I did not learn by accident. I was taught them, okay, from people that made millions of dollars. Mentorship is the key to success. It's the model. Find somebody doing something that's successful, copy what they do. Most of the time, you're going to be successful. You have the right mindset. I just promise you. That's a very powerful principle. The job application, follow up. Here's your questions. Well, how much social media experience do you have? And take notes. Get into them. Really, what do you do with social media? Is it business or it's fun? What's your favorite platforms? You see, ask a question with a question. Drive deep to get a better understanding of who they are and what they want. How many hours a day do you work? Can you work? Oh, great. Why? How much money would you really like to make if you had a choice of making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month? Which would it be for you? Well, yeah. Well, let me ask you this question. If you're going to give me 4 hours a day and I put you into a career training program and that same $5,000 a month because of our training would get you $10,000 a month, would you like to get into our career training program? What do you think they're going to say? No, I want to just stay at 5,000. No, they're going to want to upgrade. They're going to want to get into our career training program. It's the best in the world. I've never believed in anything so much in all my life. It excites me so much as this school and the training that we're getting. It is something that, I mean, I'm telling you, it's just so right for the market. Okay. If we can replace or earn a full-time income, what would that be? I want to know. Sometimes I ask them this question. What's your monthly obligations? They go, why? Or what are your challenges? You know, I want to find out. I want to get them to talk to me. I want to relate to them. You know, I've had some tough times in my life. That's relating. I'll never forget when we lost our first home in the country club. Oh my God, the pool turned green, the pollywogs were chirping, and can you imagine the homeowners were giving us complaint letters? All right? So listen, there's been some hard times, and a lot of people are successful. You're going to find out we've had some hard times. Okay, there's just, you know, it's funny, these rags to riches stories. I love to hear them because everybody has a different road and a different story. But it amazes me, some people just have to go down to come up, you know. I'll never forget when I went under so bad, I was looking up at broke. I was so broke. I had a $300,000. I went from making serious money to going broke, towing the IRS $300,000. Okay, I cleaned all of that up. Isn't that cool? I got back on my feet. I fought back. I didn't jump off the bridge. Okay. What are your long-term career goals? Well, some people haven't thought about that. Well, you're, as a solutions provider, your job is to kind of like understand where they're at and help them. Have you ever thought about what you might want as a career? Have you ever got any thought to it? What are your gifts? What are your talents? Maybe you can help them a little bit. And I'm going to coach you and teach you a lot on that too. And I know Bill does a lot of that, and Robert, in their trainings where they get into the mindset and the psychology of this. It's really cool. Have you ever thought about owning your own business or being an entrepreneur? Have you ever had experience with a home-based business? Do you have a good computer with a high-speed internet? How do you feel about talking to people? If we were to hire you, I always qualify that. If we were to hire you, when could you get started? Would you be willing to go through our training? Well, yeah. Okay. Now I go through, and you can read this later, but you may want to talk a little bit about the company at that point. But the point is, at this point, after they agree to all this, book them, follow the flow, book them into a training, send them the survey, follow up with an email, a phone call with an email. Always do the email with a phone call. Do not substitute the phone call for an email. I'm telling you, the phone call first, email second. If you don't make the phone calls, unless you're building it internationally, and then you need to get on a Skype call or a Google Hangout, okay? But please listen to me. Your goal should be to talk to either 1 to 5 people every single day. Let me repeat that. Your goal should be to have 1 to 5 live conversations a day. Mine happens to be 5. It could be, it could be 10 for somebody. If Bill and I are probably going to put a training program to get you on 10 live calls a day. Okay? I've known people that make 20, 30 live conversations a day. So that's nothing. But we're going to teach you how to do it and graduate up to that level. All right, excuse me. Okay, so you're going to go through this and you're going to read it. Now, I always like to ask people this. So far as they go through the process, I always ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, what is your level of interest? I want to know where they're at. You see, if they give me something less than a 7, what they're really telling you is that I need more information. That's all it really is. If it's lower than a 5, they have no interest in what you're doing, basically. I don't know why you'd even waste time with them. Just thank them, okay, for looking. That's all. And ask them if they know anyone that would be interested in having a career in social media marketing or a job in social media marketing. Always use them as a referral. Always think on your feet here a little bit. Hey, listen, do me a personal favor. I mean, this may not be for you, but a lot of people out there need to make extra money, don't you? They go, well, yeah. Well, if you know anybody, you know this is a good deal now. Would you refer them to us? Well, yeah, I'd be glad to. Always keep your antennas up, okay? All right, let's schedule them immediately for a meeting, and again, back it by an email, okay? If you have to leave a voicemail, it's very simple. Hi, my name is, you give your name right in the front. There's a reason for that. Don't change this. Why? Because they're going to go back and listen to that again. Do they want to listen to the whole message? No, they'll go back and listen to it. They get it in the front. Boom, they're on the phone to you. Okay? There's where the experience comes in. There's where the mentorship pays off. But you got to listen and do as we experience and share experiences with you. A lot of people just don't get it. They don't want to listen. I don't know what it is. Some people are just born with hard heads, I guess. All right, my name is Gary Masseri. You can reach me at whatever that number is. You applied for a social media rep job, and that's really wonderful. Thank you for calling. I was impressed with you. I always want to compliment people, or impressed with your email, or impressed with your strong desire to succeed, whatever it is. Always find something beautiful and with somebody and try to compliment them. Just really. I read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People years ago, and the one thing I got out of that book is use lavish praise. And that compliment and that praise has made me a fortune, okay? So, hey, I was very impressed with you, with your email or with your resume. I'd like to interview you as soon as possible. Make the excitement not come from what you have to offer. Make the excitement, and listen to what I'm telling you, make the excitement about them. Not about the offer, about them. That you're excited, that they're interested. Why? Everybody wants to be loved and appreciated. People are being beat up out there all the time. Okay, just remember that. Emails confirming the training time. So that's a great time. We give you some examples of some emails already here. So you go ahead and send those emails out. Okay, book them into that training. And then here's the crazy thing. After you book them into that training, you've got to say, look, I'm very excited to see what you like best about our school or our training. I'm going to call you back immediately after the training. Now, folks, I got to tell you something. When you send somebody to a training and then you go lollipop off someplace and go on your picnic, you're not going to make it. I'm just going to be just flat out honest with you. When you book something to a training, you be on that training with them. And then because our trainings are going to be live for a while, and then when you get off of that training and they say something to you like, I really like what Bill said. And you're there like saying, well, what did Bill say? You just lost it, man. You're wasting our time and your time. But if you're on that training and they got excited and you get exciting with them, you're burning a fire in their heart. You're getting them excited to know more about what we're doing and how we can grow the school together and be partners with us. We want our students to win. That you got to understand that. We do. We care about our students. My God, they're everything to us. Here's a link to our school. Make sure that you put your full name, email, and so forth when you sign up to the school. Now, and here's a thing for our survey again. Now, see, this one does work. I don't know how that happened, but this one does work. You see that? There it is right there. How cool was that? Okay. So let me get rid of that again. Okay. So now, I look forward to your success with us. I want them to feel part of the family. So that's how I do it, okay? So send out the email. You got that. Email sent out. Should the applicant not return your phone call, what happens? Send them a follow-up email. I want to eventually get onto them with a drip system so that we can drip on them and let them know. Now, I'm going to tell you, here's an email that I designed, but I promise you, because it has the option 1 and option 2, and you haven't put them on the training, I'm not going to recommend this email right now at this time. It's in the procedures. The reason I'm not is because everybody's going to sign up for the free, and you're not going to get anybody on the pro program because there's not enough value in this. Okay, if you're going to use this email, you send it to them after they've been through the training, and only if you don't sign them up. That's my recommendation, because after that training, you're going to give them the decision. Well, what would be better? Do you want to improve your career and make unlimited income, or do you just want a job? What do you think they're going to say? Now, what if somebody says, like, I want that career, but I just don't have the money? I said, no problem. Do you know that if you come in at any time in the month and you get 2 pros, that we can upgrade you and we'll actually pay you that commission? What a cool program this is. So don't leave somebody out because they don't have $99. Put them in there. We also give you the cells, the ads. We write them for you here and give you examples of them. If you want me to review some of your ads, I'll do that. I always add people that come in off my Craigslist or what. I always put them in my address book, and I keep copious records on every conversation. You just need to do that, okay? If you want to really be a professional at this. All right, so social media rep, social media sales rep, there's a lot of ad titles that you can use. I kind of like these, but okay, these are what's been working for us. You can also post them under any one of these, and we're getting good responses, okay? Under any one of these postings. So when I say create a marketing plan, and I talk to you about maybe writing 5 ads and putting them in 3 cities, well, you're going to write the same ad, but you're going to put it under 2 different postings here. So it could be sales on one and marketing on the other. Okay, could be the same ad, but you're running them in 2 because different people read those 2 ads. Now your plan may be 3. Okay, 3 ads in 2 cities. It could be 5 ads in 3 cities, and you can run it every 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what your budget is or what your the only thing that's really important is you do it consistently at a flow that you can keep up with the leads as they come in. That's the only thing. You got to adjust that for you. And as you grow and get better at it, more skilled at it, then obviously you can do what I do. Have 3, 4 of these things coming in all the time. Okay? But right now, that's not for everybody. But just know that that could be for you. But as you grow into it. So don't get overwhelmed here. Start out slow. Be in control. Master the program. Master the scripts. Get better and better and better at it. And as you get better and better at it, the more people are going to come in, the more money you're going to make. Okay? So here's ads that you can run. Now right here, that's all right here for you. We run these ads. We drew them up for you. Social media sells. They're all right here. You just have to pick them, choose them, and run these things, and it's really cool. Now, in the United States, I need help. I actually am so overwhelmed with leads coming in and trying to help you guys. I got overwhelmed to the point it made me sick. Now, I'm not a weak person, so I'll be honest. I got very, very sick the other day, and I just wanted to run away from this. And as much as I love it, and I'm telling you the truth because it came at me so fast. Hey, everybody's looking for leads, and I'm being buried in them. That made me sick. I can't believe that. So here's what I want you to do. My friend, Lisa Messina, and I'll give you her contact information, has agreed to run, all right, a chart on this. So when you guys pick a city, please clear it with Lisa. She will make sure you don't double up in the cities. We want to make sure. Listen, you can run these ads anywhere in the United States. So it doesn't matter where you run them. Okay? And you people in other countries, of course, you've got Gumtree and other places that you run your ads. And then you can run classifieds. I'm not going to teach that program today, but once you get this going, then I'll bring classifieds in for you. All right? So again, Lisa Messina, I'll give you her name and number. She will coordinate this for all of you so you don't double up. Nobody wants to run the same ad in the same town with the same thing. It's just not going to look good, and we probably might get kicked off of Craigslist. So be very, very careful. Okay? All right. So we got all of that here for you. You got the survey form, which you already looked at. And I think that's going to cover it for you. And I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're done. Okay? And I think we got this here for everybody now. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go under Drive. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Sales funnel for ads. We got that. Sales. Okay, sell classified procedures. Okay. Now, when we get going, I'm going to be giving you these sales messages that'll go like this, so you can drip on your leads. So once your leads come in, they may not be ready at this time. Like somebody, one of the kids I really like said his sister stole his computer, took off on him, and it was an Apple too. He is so upset, and I know he's really good at this, so he's got to wait to get his computer. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna give up on this guy. This guy is on his game, and he can make this thing sing. All right, but we're going to be giving you some really bullet things here. Did you know that 1.28 billion people use Facebook alone? Now, I pulled out all the statistics for you so you can start doing some drip campaigns on the people that are inside the business, already signed up in the school, and those that you're bringing along. So a drip campaign says every 3 days you're going to send them an email. So get them in a system, and you can use our lead management system to do this. Just get them in there and use our lead management system. It's cool, and I'm going to, and we have all of this laid out for you to give you an idea, so you can let people know about how hot social media is. Okay, all right. This also is one of the letters that we have for you that talks about what do they do when they sign up in the school. You got to lead them. So this letter says the first thing that you want to do is watch our starter videos on the left-hand side and learn about our site. These videos offer very valuable information to help you along to the path of success. Simply check the box when finished, and when finished watching the video, well, there's some bad English, finish watching the video. The most important box to check off is our mailing list. Make sure you fill out our mailing list so that you're notified when we give these free seminars. My gosh, who doesn't want to do that? And this is for everybody, the sales rep and the career-minded person. Next, you want to click our 90-day training tab and watch the first 7 videos. Now, people that work with me, I want them to watch the first 17. But, I want to start out light, the first 7 videos. I want to see if they're really serious about this or not. Please check your email for the password after reading this message. If you have trouble logging in, notify me immediately. I don't want people hung out there because they got hung up. Now, I'm going to tell you, you need to advise your people. They need a Chrome browser. I don't say, well, I got Firefox. It's okay, but Chrome is the one you want. Just follow the Google all the way around here. Get a Google email. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you about in getting a Google email is start upgrading yourself to be a master trainer or a marketer. Okay, so I've got this one for my new friend here, and I'm advising her to get a new marketing email, joankirbymarketing@gmail.com. So wherever it is for you, but to have some funny email that says I'm young and skinny and rich at yahoo.com is not going to do it. Okay, unless you've got a business website. And now my email is Gary at 30 Minute Millionaire, but I got a brand and a business website. If you don't, get something clever that has marketing or social media or training or something in there for you. Start thinking about you being an expert at marketing. Okay, that's why we're training and mentoring you. We want you to be experts here. Okay, so here's that form again. Fill out that form. If you start using these forms again, we'll just as soon as you get on this program, you start using a survey form, we're going to design the form for you that you'll be notified by your email. So I need you guys to send me in a list of those, and Bill and I will take care of that for you. You got to use your own form, okay? So that's it right there, all right? So again, that's just repeating the whole process here. So I think I've done a good job in getting you guys going here. And okay, so let's go back here real quick. Okay, I think we've got this covered for you. Okay, and here we go right here. Okay, so all right, so I spent a lot of time. I think the information I'm giving you is very, very, very important. We're going to help you to generate leads, create funnels, learn how to track that information, keep records on every conversation. That's so important. How to use a phone along with a backup email. How to use your drip campaign, and we're going to teach you that. Everything you need to know to be successful and to be efficient is right here. So watch this 2 or 3 times. Master your scripts. It's not hard. Find out how they get down to a logical choice of do they want a job or they want a career, they want to work from home, what they really want in life, want to make extra money. okay, or they want to change in life, or do they want, you know, a better life for themselves? Just keep it simple, and I promise you, you're going to have tons of success. Do this sales funnel and do your marketing plan at whatever level you want. Start small, learn it, master it, step it up. Master it, step it up. Start with one, then go to another. Don't try to be a social media expert when you're trying to learn either your Craigslist or your classifieds or whatever. Okay? Just one step at a time, master it. It'll give you the results you're looking for. Everything I showed you today, if you did it right and you got out with at least 1 to 5 conversations, you're gonna bring in, I'm telling you, anywhere from 5 to 20 pros, depending on how many conversations you have a day. So it's all there for you. All you have to do is go for it. And any of you guys that are watching this want to get on the fast track program with Bill and I, we're working on it right now. Please email us, let us know who you are, and we're going to get you on that fast track. We're putting it together right now. We know we want to get people up to at least 2,500, 5,000 in the first 30 days. And if you do it the way we're teaching you, there's no reason why you can't get there, okay? So this is a Coach Gary thing. God bless you. We love you. We know you can do it. We believe in you. We're giving you everything we got. And, hey, let's get free financially, okay? It doesn't take much. Doesn't take a lot. It just takes a focus, a good, solid marketing plan, some good sales scripts, and moving people through the process. That's all it is. All right. Bye-bye now.